Welcome to Quick Burn with Peak Pyro, where we go over the pyro news for the upcoming month. It's July, and summer is in full swing. I've got big news to share here personally. My family and I are moving from Colorado to New Zealand in August. This is the realization of a long-time dream for us. And don't worry, Peak Pyrography Podcast isn't going anywhere, but it does mean that there may be some disruptions to the release schedule of the podcast. I'll do my best to get things posted at normal times, but we'll see what August brings. Speaking of the podcast, I'll be hosting a weekly art challenge called The Spark over on Instagram. All art mediums are welcome. A new prompt will be announced each Wednesday on the podcast, and then on Thursday on Instagram. Use the hashtag PeakPyroSpark and tag Peak Pyro Podcast. I'll share some of your creations in my story on the next Tuesday. I can't wait to see what you create from these exciting prompts. And I'm not the only one hosting an art challenge. Pickle Shop Curiosity and Honeybee Designs are hosting the Let's Make Art Challenge sponsored by Rustic Wood Supply, beginning in early August. They'll be announcing the prompts for that here in early July. So be on the lookout to get a head start on those soon. Woodburn Corner recently announced that they'll be taking a step back from their social organizing to put an emphasis on other aspects of their business and spend more time with their families. That means that Burn Club Plus will no longer be meeting, and they will not be hosting any art challenges or live classes for the foreseeable future. Like so many others, I was disappointed to hear that, but I cannot say enough about how grateful I am to Rachel and Basha for all that they've done over the past 7 years to support this community. From burnt challenges to online classes and so much more, they have become an invaluable resource to so many of us. And I'm so proud of them as people for recognizing what they needed in their lives and adjusting their business to align with those needs. In the gap that they've left behind, others in the community are stepping up and creating spaces for connection. I encourage you this week to reach out to 3 creators whose work you adore and maybe have been adoring from the shadows for a while, and tell them how their art inspires you. I think you'll be thrilled with the connection and results. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Quick Burn with Peak Pyro. What's happening next month? Are you hosting an art challenge or releasing a new tutorial? Let me know over on Instagram at Peak Pyro Podcast. And until next time, keep creating. I can't wait to see what you make next.